Alright, hey guys, Emma here. Um, this is a video where I sort of just vent a little bit because like I I'm really tired of what ranked has come to at this point. Basically, what happens once you get past like 900 is you get players who either used to be in platinum, are in platinum, or are close to platinum. Um, I pretty much fall into all those categories, but uh, no, okay, no, not really. But like basically, like it's frustrating to people like us when we queue up and our entire team is people who are way worse. It's frustrating, and I get it. That's how the game can keep teams fair. There's the few people who are much worse at the game, um, or the few people who are much better at the game will have to do that. We'll have to deal with that. It's not, I think, something you can avoid as part of a ranked system in a team-based game. I get that, but what I don't understand is why is it so hard for players to admit their mistakes? It doesn't make sense to me that that you know every time you try to set up a shot for them and they're just sitting in the goal because they don't know how to rotate. That's a big mistake. Um, like it's a huge mistake, and when I try to explain it to them, like at first I always try to explain without getting mad or anything like that. That's just how I always do things. I never um like I never get meta until they aren't like understanding their mistakes. Um, but but it seems like no one can take criticism just at all. Just criticism is something that just can't happen because the moment you try to criticize somebody, the entire game becomes who gets more mad, who spams chat, who stops playing. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't be happening at like our level. It shouldn't be happening. This is the top level of Rocket League. Top 100, 200 players in the world, and it's ridiculous. It's not fair for anyone that this kind of stuff happens. And like the worst part of it is that when you get mad at them because they don't realize their mistakes, all they can say is it's just a game, or try to have fun, or all that BS. It's like, all right, it's a game. So that means I have a right to try to win. That's how I counter that dumb statement. And if you're trying to have fun, play unranked. If they're queuing up with me, it means they have to be at least in some kind of gold rank. Whatever. There's no way. I mean, 1300 in solo ranked, solo standard and above. 1330 all the way down to like 1,000. You're up in gold 3. You have no excuse. You came to rank because you want to be competitive, because you want to play with people who are good, and because you want to get better and you want your rank to be higher. That's why you queued up into ranked. If you're just trying to have fun, if you're just trying to have a good laugh, ranked isn't for you. Right? Ranked is not a casual game. That's why it's specifically called ranked. And the ironic thing is, in Hearthstone, casual is the name for unranked, and it's very accurate to what it is. You know, I think it's really not fair when you have that kind of immature attitude while you're playing on rank, when there's people on your team who are trying to play this game more seriously. And it's annoying when people don't understand how to how to play with the team that is trying to take things seriously. It's just annoying, and you know, it's. I mean, the only good side is that most people are competitive. Most people play ranked for the correct reason. Most people play ranked, you know, and don't make up dumb mistakes or dumb excuses. It's they, you know, if for the most part, they see a mistake that someone did, they try to explain it, or if they did it, they try to say sorry, whatever. You know, another person says no problem, and we're done. It's that easy. Like it's that easy, you know. And then when you explain to them what's going on, and then you know they completely ignore you, and they yell, they swear at you because they're mad. It's really it's just sad that there are people who do that. That is going in. By the this was my this was a really cool game that I had in ESL last week. I was playing with Mummy Snow and Sage, and that was a really awesome comeback, and then a sick lucky overtime pinch. That felt good. I think that was like 107 miles an hour, something like that. It was pretty amazing. But yeah, I was just putting something in the background. Let's just watch this one because I won this. Make it easier for you guys to watch. Hold on. Player review. Who am I with? Okay, I'm with Joewe. So, so what I was saying, just like most people, you know, like most players up in my level are a good sport, and they know like the environment they're gonna go into, and they act well. But it's those few, you know. It's like one per game. There's at least one guy in every solo standard game who just doesn't know that he doesn't know how much he's ruining it for everyone else. And when I mean ruin, like I mean ruin. He's completely ruined the experience for everybody involved. So just because of that one person, the other 5 people have to suffer a really annoying game. Just an annoying game. That's all it is. So that's sort of the main thing I wanted to say in this sort of salt rant or whatever. Like if you make a mistake, or if someone tells you that you made a mistake, like try to understand it. Okay. I'm not saying I don't make mistakes. I make plenty. Because every solo standard game is different. Different teammates, different play styles on both teams, and you're just trying to adapt for the first minute or so. But afterwards, you're trying to form a temporary team, some team play, and you try to make some team plays happen. But it's those select few who play a rank like it's a joke. Like you pay $20 for the game. Most of these guys, I know for a fact, are driving DLC cars, so they paid even more money. They pay $25 to screw around with other people. That's just stupid. Like for free games, I understand a little bit more actually, because trolls can easily go online and screw with people, and that's not avoidable. But if you pay money and you go into ranked and you have the time to get to 900, 1,000 plus points in skill rating, that's you play long enough where you don't have an excuse. It's annoying because you just don't have an excuse for not taking the game seriously, or telling others not to take it seriously. It's so stupid. Like, I don't rage. Like, raging isn't something that I do. Like, you guys have seen my videos. I get salty sometimes, but it doesn't ever turn into serious anger or anything. I'm kind of lucky that I'm not that kind of person, but you know, what if I wasn't? What if I turned that anger into playing for the other team, or not playing at all, or turtling for the entire game? Like that's happened to me a couple times too. It's like, I'm glad that I'm not the kind of person who would do that stuff. You know, two wrongs don't make a right, and that's a completely good example of it. So I think the last thing I want to talk about in this rant video is it's sort of just general. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's like when you're in a game and like the people on the other team are sympathizing with you or someone else, you know, like when that happens, it's proof right there that you're not like. Okay, I was just in the game where it was basically, I was just playing solo standard, and it was, you know, one guy on my team was a really good, you know, team player. He understood what was going on. He's trying to make plays happen. But you know, I'm making team plays with him. I was actually quite successful with him for like the entire game, but we barely lost because the third guy who was on the team had no clue how to, you know, be a good sport and all that. And it's annoying when they're so, you know, uncooperative to the point where people on the other team who I've never met before are sympathizing with me. I mean, they don't know who I am. I doubt they notice my alpha cap. It's not like they have some sort of bias or anything. In fact, people are just usually biased against alpha players because of the whole ego thing. But you know, when you get to the point where the entire other team is understanding and trying to get the guy to shut up, it's proof that you're doing something wrong. And I just wish those kind of attitudes would stop. This ignorance, that's a good way of calling it. Just pure ignorance. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, I was trying to be really happy playing Rocket League because of the new DLC that came out, but it's not fun. It's not fun anymore. Especially for a guy like me, or any of the really you know, long-time veterans. Like Koki has already said on the forums, he's not having fun anymore, and I'm getting to that point as well. That's why I haven't posted any Rocket League videos or any videos. That's why everything has kind of died down. That's why, like, Gibbs has ruined power rankings. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want, but Gibbs has ruined power rankings. Rocket League has pretty much died, and that's sad. with an Xbox One release coming out next February, it's gonna be even worse. So yeah, I have little hope for this game anymore. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope you agreed some of it with some of it at least. And yeah, because it's like, say your opinions in the comments too. I actually want to know what you guys have to say because I don't get to talk to people about this that much. So, oh yeah, hope you enjoyed. Leave a dislike because this is a rage rant. And yeah, see you guys next time.